Today, we're diving into a topic that's absolutely crucial for long-term success, and that is discipline. It's not glamorous, it's not glorious, and it's not always fun, but it's the foundation upon which all lasting success is actually built. So let's break down what discipline really is, why it's so important, and how can you build and maintain this discipline in your own life, not to mention your business. Now, some people confuse discipline with motivation, so let's clear that up right away. Discipline isn't about being fired up or waiting for inspiration to strike, because we don't know when that's going to actually happen. Motivation is fleeting. Oh, there it went. Motivation just went out the door. It's that surge of excitement you feel when you start something brand new, when you see immediate results on a wave of enthusiasm, but motivation actually fades. That's where discipline really steps in. See, discipline is the ability to stick with something long enough after excitement has worn off. It's showing up even when you don't feel like it, when the novelty has faded, and when the results aren't coming as quickly as you like them to. If motivation is the spark, discipline is the steady flame that keeps the fire burning. It's about consistency, about doing what you need to do day in and day out, even when it's hard. Let's talk about why discipline is so important. You see, no matter what you want to achieve in life, whether it's growing a successful business, developing your leadership skills, or improving your health, discipline is a key. As a matter of fact, it's the key to getting there. It's required for success. Every successful person you admire, every leader who achieved greatness, every entrepreneur who's built something worthwhile, they've all relied on discipline to get them where they are. Think of athletes who train daily, even when their bodies are broken or sore, or business leaders who continue pushing through difficult economic times. They don't rely on fleeting bursts of motivation. No. They rely on discipline. Without it, your goals are just dreams with no foundation to stand on. Discipline is what transforms dreams into reality. But here's the problem. Many people struggle to build discipline. So what are the obstacles that prevent people from starting? One of the biggest challenges is the myth of overnight success. We live in a world of instant gratification. Everything's available at our fingertips. And if we don't see quick results, we're conditioned to really just give up. Discipline, however, requires patience. It's a long-term game. And in a culture that thrives on immediacy, it can be tough to stick with something when rewards aren't instant. Another common obstacle is the fear of failure. People are often afraid to commit fully to build discipline because they're afraid they'll fail. If they don't give 100%, they can't blame the lack of success on their lack of effort. It's a self-sabotaging mindset, but it's more common than you think. Lastly, some people believe discipline is something you either have or you don't have. They think it's a personality trait, not a skill that can be developed over time. But here's the truth. Anyone can build discipline. You have it right now. I have it right now. It's at different levels, maybe. It's not reserved for a select few, no. So how do you build discipline? It starts with small, consistent actions. Don't try to change everything at once. Start by committing to one thing, one habit, one task, one goal. For example, if you want to improve your productivity, start by blocking out a specific time each day to work on your most important tasks. Stick to it, even if it's just for 10 to 15 minutes at first. See, the key is consistency. The more you stick with it, the easier it becomes. Think of discipline like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. But remember, just like building a muscle, it takes time, effort, and repetition. Repetition is the mother of learning, isn't it? Once you've started building that discipline, the next challenge is maintaining it. And this is where many people struggle. Anyone can start something with enthusiasm, but it's maintaining that discipline over time that's truly difficult, and that is only if you say it is. One of the best ways to maintain discipline is by setting clear, achievable goals. If you don't have clear direction, it's easy to really lose focus. Break your big goals down into smaller, actionable steps. That way, you'll always have something to aim for, and each small win will motivate you to keep going. Accountability is another crucial element in maintaining discipline. When you have something holding you accountable, whether it's a mentor, a coach, or even a business partner, you're more likely to stay on track. You're not just relying on your own willpower, which can waver from time to time. Instead, you've got an external force encouraging you to keep going, even when things get tough. Now, let's talk about some of the potential pitfalls that can cause people to lose discipline once they've built it. One of the biggest is burnout. When you push yourself too far, too hard, without breaks or balance, your mind and your body eventually rebel. It's crucial to pace yourself and incorporate rest and recovery into your routine. Remember, discipline isn't about grinding until you collapse. No, it's about sustained, consistent effort over the long haul. Another pitfall is complacency. Once you start seeing results, it's easy to think, I made it! I can relax now. But discipline isn't something that you achieve and then you just totally forget about. It's something you must continually work on day in and day out. Success can sometimes breed laziness. I've been there. Let me tell you, I've learned from my failures. And if you stop doing the things that got you there, you'll find yourself sliding backwards. And lastly, one of the most common pitfalls is losing sight of your why, the purpose. When you forget the deeper purpose behind what you're doing, discipline becomes a chore rather than a tool for achieving something meaningful. That's why it's so important to regularly revisit your goals and remind yourself why you started in the first place. Keep your vision front, hand, and center. So, to wrap things up, we've covered a lot today. We've defined what discipline is and why it's so essential for success. We've talked about the obstacles people face when they're trying to build discipline and how it differs from motivation. I've shared strategies for building and maintaining discipline, and we've touched on the potential pitfalls that can derail even the most disciplined among us. Here's the takeaway. Discipline isn't something that you're born with. It's a skill you develop through consistent effort, practice, and perseverance. And once you've built it, it's the key to achieving any goal you set your mind to. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one area of your life or business where you feel you could probably improve more on your discipline? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below, and I would love to hear them and interact with you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to check out my profile for more tips on leadership, mindset, and business growth. Remember, together, we can all work toward elevating humanity, one post and one step at a time. Keep pushing forward, and I'll see you in the next video.